How we doing, my fellow man or woman, whoever is watching this video today? Today is April 7th, 2025, and we are looking at the silver and gold prices for a second, and silver's up to 30.34. It was down to 29.80 over the weekend, at least where I watch it, and gold is down today to 30.18, and that was up over the weekend. Not up, but it was actually down, but it was higher than that. It was 30.50 over the weekend. I mean, that's a tumble from the 31s that it was in, over the past week. And what do y'all think that is? Leave that down in the comment section. I would comment on it, but right now we are about to dig into these Goldbacks, baby. And are you guys a stacker of the Goldbacks? Because I definitely am. I am not stacking heavily, but I definitely like to invest in some because the value of them really only ever go up. And the reason is because if you were to look at these back when they first dropped and they were $2.50 and now they're sitting in the $6 range, and they last year they were in the $5 range. That's pretty crazy. From when they first dropped in 2019, Utah being the first to bring them out in 2019, Nevada coming out in 2020, then you had Wyoming. And as I say this, I guess I should show you. Here's some Utah. The only one I think we don't have in the arsenal on this table right now is Nevada. But we have some New Hampshire. But New Hampshire taking them on in 2024. Nevada taking them on in 2020. Wyoming taking them on in 2022. There's a Wyoming. And then South Dakota taking them on in 2023. Florida taking them on in 2025. Here's your South Dakota. And then we're going to go through the Florida right now. See, they have a 1/2000 troy ounce 24 karat gold half bill. And then after that, you have your 1/1000 troy ounce 24 karat gold $1 note, or one note, I guess you should say, because it's not $1. Then you have a 1/500 troy ounce 24 karat gold $2 note. And I'm not sure what other states make the $2 note, because I have yet to. Oh my goodness, the bill has fell. The bill has fell. Because I haven't seen one other than Florida yet, but I could be totally wrong. Leave it down in the comment section if I am wrong. And then with the with the 5 note, you have a 1/200 troy ounce. And I absolutely do. I love the $5. Not the 5, but the Florida series. And then you have a 10 note, which is your 1/100th. And then you go from a 10 to a 25 note, which is a 1/40th. And then you have a 50 with it, which is a 1/20th. And then there is a 100 note, which is a 1/10th. But other than that, you guys might be wondering, why would you invest in these? Well, one, the founding fathers, this is what they would have created if they were still alive today and had the technology and everything to make it. This is what they would have created. This is inflation-proof currency. This is not what your nasty fiat is. This isn't gonna, if you print more and more and more, this is just gonna go down in value. This, if you print more and more and more, you're taking away from gold supply, and it's actually going to go up in value if you think about it. These are beautiful notes. I don't know how anybody couldn't love these notes. And this is the whole purpose of this was to pretty much solve the way of divisible gold in everyday purchases, because with coins you really couldn't. I mean, you could, but they're when you boil it down, if you go down to 1/1000th of an ounce on a coin, it'd be just so tiny you'll lose it. You would lose it at that point. This was the perfect way to create this, and this is just thin, flexible sheets of gold, pretty much. There's it's gold sprayed in real in between polymer, so it's going to stay in there. It's not going to be flaking off and falling out. And I think there was at one point in time they did have an issue of it coming off, but then they accepted the bills back and totally replaced them after they had figured out how to fix that issue. And I haven't heard of any other issues since. If you stack these and you've had issues, leave it down in the comment section. I have not had any issues. And but back to the purpose of these. The purpose of these was, like I said, to make easy way of divisible gold for everyday purchases for men and women like me and you who are using it while retaining intrinsic luster of gold. I mean, just look, that's beautiful. I was like, it's gorgeous. What is your guys' thoughts? What do you guys think? I need to know. I have to know what you're thinking. Do you guys think it's a good idea to stack these, or do you think this is a dying trend? Do you think more and more states are going to pick it up? I mean, I'm in Pennsylvania and I stack these, and we don't take these here. But if I wanted to go on a vacation to Florida, I could take them with me. If I wanted to go to Utah on a vacation, I could take my Utah bills with me. And also, did you guys know that for a monster box of Silver Eagles, which you probably knew this, is 500 ounces, 25 tubes in a box, right? Right? Well, Peace dollars, it would be 647 ounces, and Morgan dollars, it would be 647 ounces, well, 647 coins to equal up to 500 ounces. And did you also know, with 90% silver rolls, so if you're buying constitutional silver, dimes with $5 roll is 3.575 ounces. And then you have quarters that are $10, equals up to 7.15 ounces. Half dollars would be a $10 roll, 7.15 ounces. Peace dollars, Morgan dollars, 15.462 ounces. And if you didn't know that, leave it down in the comment section if you found that interesting, because that's also another way, an easy way to stack, silver in ounces, but not doing it fractionally. And if you find a good coin dealer that gives it to you at spot, like mine, you can do it easily and cheaply. And then eventually you can start doing something like maybe starting out like this and not jumping straight into tubes like these. You can, you can get coins like this, but you're usually paying a premium on them unless you buy, a few of them at a time, and or find a deal where if you buy them a few at a time, you'll get spot. But a lot of times, unless you're online and doing a wire or something like that, you won't get it from your dealer, because they have to they don't have like what these big bullion dealers have, and can just give you something at spot, because they need to make a profit. They do. They have to keep the lights on. And at the end of the day, these bullion companies, they profit a lot. But anyways, what is your guys' thoughts on the video, on the Goldbacks, and on gold and silver prices? Leave it down in the comment section. If you found anything interesting in this video, subscribe maybe, give me a like, and I have to get out of here, so peace. I know we said our goodbyes, but I just wanted to record these bills straight on and then flip them over so you can see them a little better. And I also wanted to say thank you if you made it this far on the video, to all of you on this episode of Let's Stack Metals. Now I'm going to let you listen to some music while you watch these bills instead of listening to my voice. Peace.